Are you ever reluctant to do the things that you know make you feel good? Like walking in nature, exercising, reading, meditating, or eating healthy food? Do you ever feel bored when engaging in these activities? Then you're probably overstimulated. We live in a society that is subjected to an excessive amount of stimulation. Our hectic lives are full of screens, tempting fast food, and powerful advertising. As hunters and gatherers, we may have felt heightened stimulation at the sight of an animal in the distance. In this day and age, we are constantly bombarded with artificial stimuli that are intelligently designed to grab our attention and keep us hooked. In truth, we have become slaves to our dopamine fixes. Furthermore, through all the doing, we have forgotten the organic bliss that can be sensed through simply being. Consequently, we have become numb to the magnificent beauty in the natural world and the ever present aliveness that is coursing through our veins. Artificial and organic stimuli. Dopamine is a hormone that is released upon anticipation of a reward. Artificial stimuli like TV, video games, social media, junk food, etc., is designed to deliver a constant stream of dopamine releases, ultimately keeping us drawn in and addicted. As a result, we experience high mental stimulation and low physical exertion, creating an imbalance and overstimulation. Organic stimuli like healthy food, exercise, reading, meditation, communicating with friends are not designed to pump us full of excessive amounts of dopamine and instead delivers a more appropriate amount. Such activities generally have a balance of mental stimulation and physical exertion, subsequently preventing overstimulation. The age of dopamine addiction and stimulation addiction. With an ever-increasing influx of flashy, fast-paced, highly stimulating technology in our daily lives, society has become utterly and sometimes rather subtly addicted to artificial stimulation. To feed our hungry appetite for stimulation, we indulge in excessive amounts of drugs, food, social media, TV, etc. So really, our baseline dopamine stimulation has actually become so high that we crave this powerful artificial stimuli to receive our fix. And, consequently, the organic stimuli, it seems less appealing. How do we focus on natural stimuli? Awareness of when we are overstimulated is crucial if we intend to create more space for natural stimuli in our lives. We must begin to observe our dopamine levels, screen time, overindulgence, and reluctancy to engage in less stimulating activities. It is through the clarity and shining light of awareness that we can begin to consciously take back our power. Through cutting back on artificial stimuli where appropriate, we may instead choose to engage in organic stimuli that makes us feel naturally good. With consistent practice and applied awareness, eventually we reprogram our brains to choose organic stimuli more often, ultimately enabling us to dwell more often within a pure sense of joy rather than an addictive hunger. So occasionally I undergo these periods of artificial stimuli fasting, essentially, whether it's intentional or going to a yoga retreat or something like that, or just taking myself away for a couple of hours or a couple of days. Now, when I undergo these periods of quietude, I find myself becoming, even more excited about doing things like meditation and yoga. But even the small little things in life begin to excite me, and they actually become immensely enjoyable. Little things like putting on my fluffy socks or sipping a cup of tea or smelling a flower, things like this, it ignites this pure sort of happiness within me that's found within the moment. It's like without these deadening distractions of artificial stimuli and without searching for an elevated baseline of dopamine, I seem to wake up to life. I really do. I wake up to the beauty that is all around me. And artificial stimuli is it's therefore not only numbing me to my emotions and the people around me, but it's also, it's also numbing me to this abundant, ever present beauty around me at all times. The joy of being. Stimulation is by no means all bad, and it's part of what makes life so wonderfully enjoyable. Delightfully dancing to the flow of our favourite music in amongst a busy crowd of people will make some of us burst with an electrifying zest for life. Yet we may take time to let go of our busy, stimulating external lives for a short while and instead turn our attention internally to simply breathe in the moment. So when we stop all the doing and make time for just simply being, then we find this inner joy that arises out of peace and stillness. We are actually addicted to our thoughts in a way. Thoughts themselves, they are stimulating. It's often very tempting to sit there and think rather than just sit there and proactively take in the environment within a thoughtless mind with no stimulation and just letting the thoughts float away. So when we let go of thoughts, we let go of stimulation. And instead, we are able to just rest in the joy of being. Awareness acts as our guiding light as we navigate through the treacherous artificial stimuli jungle. For many of us, the age of technology has meant that such stimuli are valued and crucial components in our life. Yet we may find peace and a simple love for existence through remembering to unplug our devices and instead plug ourselves into the magnificent world both in and around us. So thank you so much for watching this video. My name's Jasmine. This is the Revolution of Consciousness channel. And if you like this kind of content, please check out my other stuff. Please like and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye 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 bye.